Hi, my name is Tuan. I'm a real man. I wear pink. I'm here with my Brazilian Jiu Jitsu Professor, Matheus Colhado. We're here to show you some self-defense techniques and raise awareness and money for the fight against breast cancer. If you guys like what you see, please donate using the link below.
We're here at Colhado Brazilian Jiu Jitsu in the beauty of San Francisco, and we're happy to help to fight against the breast cancer. Alright, so we're here today to work on a chokehold when someone attacks from the front, with chokehold with both hands. So in this situation, the aggressor is going to go ahead and try to choke the victim with both hands on the neck. At this point, the victim wants to react really quick. The first thing she's going to do is she's going to work both hands out, and then she's going to throw a strike to the groin because that's very powerful initially. Now, next thing she's going to do is look for the back. So she's going to wrap the arm around, doing what we call the underhook, and after that she's going to project the aggressor forward until she can go to the back, and she's going to start working the arm around the neck. So if you guys turn a little bit like this, so she's going to drive the arm around the neck, push forward with the hips, and now she's going to start walking back. When she starts walking back, she's going to grab the left arm that was around the neck, she's going to control the right side biceps, and the right arm is going to go behind the head, and at this point she's going to squeeze the choke, and usually if the choke is held for about 5 to 10 seconds, so this person who's getting choked out would go to sleep. So pretty much it will pass out. So you guys want to do it again?
Sir.
Faster pace in the real scenario. There you go. There you go. That's awesome. In this case right here, we're going to look at when the aggressor is going to try to reach out for the victim's wrist, opposite wrist, right? So let's take a look at that. So when the aggressor controls the wrist, so the victim wants to immediately go ahead and reach out for the knuckles, and then now she's going to take a step to the side, creating an angle so she can drive her right hand over the wrist. Now what she wants to do is she wants to make sure that the hand is nice and up here. And then now she's going to drive the wrist down until the person tap out, which is very painful on the wrist. All right, so let's do it one more time. So the aggressor control the wrist, the victim control the knuckles, take a step, on the wrist, push it down. And that's the wrist lock. Talk about when the aggressor go for the wrist lock, but the victim cannot get the wrist lock because the person can let go in time. So the victim going to go to the straight arm lock. So as the aggressor controls the wrist, the victim is going to go ahead and try to wrap around, so grabbing the knuckle, and then take a step, create the angle. But at this point right here, the aggressor is able to let go of the hand. So now the victim want to take a step all the way in and trap the arm with the shoulder under the armpit, and then at this time both hands are going to be controlling the wrist and pulling up. At the same time, the victim goes down and put pressure on the wrist towards up. And that will create, that will create pain on this part of the elbow here, and it's very painful. This will dislocate the elbow, right? So this is what we call the straight arm lock. So here we're going to talk about when the aggressor reach out for the victim's wrist, and let's go ahead. So the first reaction the victim may have is try to pull the arm out, but then she realizes that it's very tight and can't do it, right? So now the victim is going to go ahead and reach out for the knuckles. And now she's going to bring the elbow over the forearm and pulling the arm down, pushing the arm down as she pulls the knuckles up until the victim breaks the aggressor wrist. And then with that, the aggressor won't be able to attack no more with the very same hand. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at when the aggressor comes from behind without the victim being able to notice, and it grabs by the hair. Right? So let's take a look at that. So the aggressor comes from behind and attacks the victim. So the victim, immediately the victim wants to turn, and then right when she turns, she wants to throw an elbow to make sure she takes the stability and make the guy dizzy a little bit. So now she's going to go ahead and she's going to push the shoulder with the same arm that she elbowed the aggressor in the face. She's going to push that shoulder slightly to create space for her to control the elbow. Now what she wants to do is she wants to close the elbows in, roll the wrist up, and until the aggressor have his arm hurt or dislocated, right? So that will dislocate the elbow. Right, let's do one more time, please. So the aggressor reach out from the back. The victim immediately going to face him and elbow, and at the same time she's controlling the arm And now she's have fully control of the arm by putting the one hand on the shoulder, the other hand controlling the wrist. Now she's gonna go ahead and, yeah, so she's gonna get ahead and roll the wrist like this, making sure the elbows are nice and tight, so then the arm is being putting pressure up. And that will dislocate the aggressor's elbow. One more time, please. Maybe real speed now. There you go. All right, good job, thank you. All right, so here we're gonna talk about when the aggressor goes around the neck of the victim from the back. So the aggressor is gonna go ahead and wrap the arm around the neck. So at this point, the victim wants to be quickly on releasing the pressure, not letting the choke sink in too fast. Now at this point, the victim is going to take a step sideways with the right and a step back with the left. Now when she gets the head out, she's going to pinch the arm against the chest, and the left arm now is going to come over and reach for the elbow. Now at this point, the right hand is going to come over the left, and now pushing the person down, and then have fully control of the situation. Now at this point right here, if the aggressor try to posture back up, so he's not going to be able to because it's too much pressure on the shoulder. So the victim has a full control of the situation. From there, she can try to push the aggressor and run away, or she can try to eliminate the aggressor to maybe move on to a choke. So again here, the aggressor is going to go ahead and try to wrap around the neck, the arm around the neck. The victim at this point got to be quickly at defending. Now she's going to take a step sideways, going to the back, controlling the arm against the chest. After that, left arm reach out for the elbow, right hand over the left, pinning the shoulder down. And now again, the aggressor is not going to be able to posture back up and fight back again because there's a lot of pressure on the shoulder. The more he does that, the more painful it gets. All right, so that's a very good control to escape from a choke and control your opponent. All right, so now we're gonna take a look at real speed.